Testing 1, 2, 3. I think the audio's okay. You guys can let me know. Beep bop, bing bong. Test, 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 test. How's it going? This is the trouble part. Can ye hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Oh, stretch. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sick. It's good. All right. Okay, I guess I should start this, right? It's been like 5 minutes. Okay. Hey guys, Xandiel here, and welcome back. Hello. It's been so fucking long. How are you doing? Let's see. Where do I start? Okay, for those of you who don't know, I have now moved home, and as you will see, kind of behind me, I guess, I'm in a new location, a new locale, a new area, a new space to call my own. No longer will Zan stream in the front room and have to kick his wife out to stream. He has his own private office. I'll give you a little tour quick. In fact, I got my poster I need to hang up. Haven't done that yet. So the room is very unfinished, but for those of you in the stream at the beginning or rewatching it, thank you. Let's give you a little tour from what I can do. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I got all my pop vinyls there, boxes, shelves, more shelves and freaking drawers than I know what to do with. Massive beanbag I don't know what to do with. Monitor. It's a big space. I've got a balcony behind that curtain there. My own private balcony. That's right. That's right. Got my plushies there. And of course, plushie Itachi over there. Sorry, it's so shaky. I'm just so excited. And yeah, I got like another laptop here for editing and mic, blah, blah, blah. It's all good. You see it. You see it, guys. It's fucking huge. Like, actually fucking huge. I got another desk chair over there where the cat, my new kitten, my first pet, yeah, his name is Toby Xandiel Jr. Got a new kitten, he sits on that chair. This is all very boring for you guys, I'm sure, but this is very exciting for me. So let's freaking address the chat like I always do. Duh. Okay, hydration. Ugh. Okay, anyone in the chat, let's give you a little shout out because you're my day ones. Let's see. Josiah De La Rosa, yo, Violent Grim Omega, my boy with the dab. Ooh, that felt bad. Infinity Lord Rose, what is good? The Hood Otaku, my friend. Kenny McGee, the Dokkan legend. Cloud Kims, what's good? Destroyer Jalen, how you doing? What is good, guys? What's good? I will get Toby. I will grab him in a moment. What's up, Master? How you doing, buddy? Start shooting again. Where's the kitty at? I will grab Toby. Unfortunately, today I had to take him to the vets for his vaccination, so he fucking hates me right now. So we'll see. I'll grab him in a bit. But let's get into it. So yeah, sorry guys, I did a video about 2-3 months ago saying I'm back again, probably. After that, basically what unfolded was I had a few health issues. I am senior epileptic over here. I've made no secret of that. I had a few health problems. No biggie, I'm fine. And then right as I was coming back, we saw this place on the market and we snatched that shit up. With that and Christmas and New Year's and tier 5 restrictions of COVID and stuff, life's been nuts, and I'm sure it has for all you guys too. But most of my time has been spent. I had 5 days, by the way, to pack my old flat to move here. So shit, like things are getting crazy. Then I got a new kitten. I've never had a pet before. Good thing I don't own pets of my own, right? life's been mental, basically. It's been really, really good. Really, really bad at points, but mostly good. We're decorating the place at the moment. It's fucking crazy. I've seen a few of you say in Discord that you want a house tour. I moved from a 1-bedroom apartment to a 3-bedroom apartment with private courtyard and everything. Like, fucking, it's huge here. But maybe I'll do a tour. I have to hide all, like, the pictures of me and my wife and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I'll sort it out. But let's get chatting. I'm going to read the chat because I fucking hate it when people ignore their chat. Honest to God. And I have a lot of drama that I've been following that I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on. Let's see. I've got the biggest grin on my face. Dude, that's lit. Where the kitty at? Hey, what's up? Looks nice as fuck. Yeah. Oh, new glasses. Bam. We're all excited. Great. I'm glad to hear that. And can we see Toby? Of course, yes. Zan starts shooting again, firing from the hip. The wife is good. She's good. Health is good. Perfectly happy with the place. She's sat with Toby at the moment, so she's in heaven. For a moment, I thought I got left out. Master, it would never happen. Ever. Good thing I don't have any pets of my own. Speaking of Discord, I need an invite. Had to make a new Discord. Oh, shit, yeah. I normally do share my Discord out in these streams anyway, because I will most likely open up the chat to everyone else later. God forbid I'd have to do anything on my own, right? So should we talk about the critical situation or the stalker? So critical geek is a situation that I want to talk about. I'm not too sure what you're referring to in terms of the stalker, but I think I know. What's up, Blazing Boy? How you doing, mate? So yeah, there's a lot of drama I've been following. Mostly just sat on my phone. I haven't really been involved in it really. I've just been working here and like watching streams and talking to people in Discord. Did you guys rescue a bunny at one point? Yes, we did. We did have a bunny for about a week, and he did sadly pass away. So I guess Toby is technically not my first bet. Rest in peace, Goku. There's loads to discuss. There are fucking loads to discuss, honestly. Just double checking. I know you guys can probably hear me, but you guys can hear me okay, yeah? Obviously, this is a new setup. I had to unbox everything for this. Yeah, just testing. 1, 2, 3. Everything's cool, right? God, I haven't talked this much in ages, man. Fuck. Definitely perfection, yeah. So, as usual, where do I start? Shit. Okay. I'm just going to give like a brief overview of my understanding, the drama I've been following, okay? But before that, let me see if I can grab Toby. I think that'd be a good start. We'll see if we can. Hold that thought. Toby. Did it? Come on, baby. Toby. Toby. Say hello to everyone, Toby. 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 Hello. You don't like this, do you?
It's my baby.
It's my baby. Toby, ow. Ow. Okay, that ends that then.
Did not approve.
Yeah, he didn't like that. All right, Toby's out. I'm going to shut the door. Thanks, baby. Love you. Okay, that was Toby. Hope you enjoyed that. He is super tiny, honestly. It's just where I held him up to the webcam. Let's get the music up a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. Yep, so, boom. I'm gonna make myself ramen for lunch. Flex. He's bigger than I thought. Cute. Knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, he was fucked with me. He hates me right now because of the vaccinations. But we do what we can to keep our babies safe. Cats are not friendly. They really aren't. Only when they're sleeping are they like mega cute. Well, he's gone anyway. I like those paintings in the back. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of wall arts as well. Batman, Superman. You've probably seen them in my last few live streams. Well, my live streams in general. Got this nice old one. Gonna pitch that up. Maybe I'll put Gohan behind me. That's pretty fucking sweet. I like that. I know it's Nerd City, but you know, we are what we are, right? Right. Okay. Drama. So the drama that I've kind of been following, I'll give a little breakdown of each one, I guess. What have I got? What have I got for you? So, like I said, I've just kind of been like, I'm a Discord user anyway, over here laying down. So I've just kind of been reading and kind of semi-interacting with a bit of drama, but there was one thing that really like got me talking in a stream. I even stayed up late last night to join in the discussion. So let's do this. So, first one involves Critical Geek, okay? We all know Critical Geek. I've had my beef with him in the past. Basically, animes who I have spoken to on a fair few occasions. I actually like animes. I think we started off on the wrong foot. I think he assumed that I was part of a certain group that I wasn't, or maybe, I can't remember. There was a couple of videos released on Animes Red, which are gone now, okay. Basically, they shared Critical Geek's name, I believe, and I believe I saw a video where they shared Critical Geek's potential home, or that he was in like a mental care home or something like that. I didn't really pay that much attention to that one for whatever reason. I got quite busy, but yeah, there was one or two videos that were taken down, I think, with Critical Geek's actual name. I don't really know. I didn't really know what the beef was between Critical Geek and Animes, but the video's gone now. But I said I believe this is kind of getting out of hand, and Animes replied, "He keeps spreading lies about me. I've told this guy forever I ain't dox him, and was nice about it on R's stream." R's I of course know through Grim, and other times, even though he calling me some other guy, I'm taking it lightly on him. This is something or other. The video's gone, as you can see, and he said, "I hope you're well, Zan." So there's no bad blood between me and Animes, but I kind of followed Critical. Next thing I know, Critical Geek is then challenging Wolf to a boxing match, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. He's just dumb, man. He's fucking dumb. Like, what a stupid go-to. Wolf in Discord, basically, he doesn't like Critical Geek, and he trolls him and argues with him quite a lot. Critical Geek was getting calls from an unknown number or some shit, and somehow he got the information that it was Wolf on on Discord. Wolf has a speech impediment, so it would be very easy to tell if it was Wolf. And yeah, he went off the handle. He was like, I'm challenging you to a boxing match, bro. Oh, you want to fight me? Why are you calling me? You gay? Like, as if people calling people makes them gay, or even being gay is a bad thing. I don't know, used it as a slur. Whatever. So he was challenging him to a boxing match, and eventually he deleted his Discord channel. His YouTube channel, sorry. Stupid stuff. Geek is a fucking moron. Let's see. And Critical, oh lord. Critical Geek deleted his YouTube channel. Yeah, this is surprising coming from animes. He will justify anything, no matter how scummy. I don't agree with doxing at all. Like, at all. To like end any kind of Discord or YouTube beef. That's just not the way to do it. There's a line to me. He challenged animes to a boxing match as well. Fucking of course he did. Geek will challenge anyone to a boxing match because he has that kind of narrow mind that he sees YouTubers are boxing each other, and that must then be the only possible resolution to a conflict. Fucking dumb, man. It's fucking dumb. He's very narrow-minded. He doesn't think things through. He's stupid. He will believe anything he is told, and he will fly off the handle with his anger issues and then challenge them to a boxing match. The second you challenge someone to a boxing match, and if your name isn't Logan Paul or KSI or Jake Paul, then you're a fucking moron. If you're a very small creator and you're like, oh, you called me an arsehole, I challenge you to a boxing match, I'm going to pay for it and all that shit, which Critical Geek did, it makes you a fucking stupid twat. Anyway, speaking of twats, I guess Vaughn Dragon's disappeared again. He's ended his crusade against PlayStation Labs and Hopskipper or whatever. We do need Critical Geek versus Fender of the Wolf in Madison Square Garden. I would pay for that. It's going to be bigger than McGregor versus Mayweather. I would love for friggin' someone like Geek, maybe Geek, to actually put money down on a boxing ring in the middle of a pandemic, by the way, and fucking go ham on it and just like advertise the shit out of it on Discord. But wait, that's not going to happen because they're all empty threats, and you can puff your chest up as much as you want. You make yourself look weaker when you resort to that kind of shit. Set the Boss, what's good, my boy? How you doing? Hey, I have updates on that PlayStation Lab situation, unfortunately. Oh, fuck, alright. Well, I'll yeah, when I open up the chat, you can fill me in on PlayStation Lab. And maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of done with the guy. We'll see. What's good, Set the Boss? Yeah, it's been ages, mate. I haven't streamed in fucking ages, so everything I'm telling you now is new to pretty much everyone here, except for the drama. Second bit of drama that I have been following is, of course, you know him. Let's open up the tab. This guy. No surprises there. So, yeah, there's literally nothing. I'm not going to cover this too much. We all know who Perfection is. I don't really have any beef with him personally at the moment. He dropped my name in like a community post or something, but I don't really care about that. It seems for the most part he's just making Xenoverse Fighters and Jump Force content, which is great. Like, even if it's clickbait, like, hats off to you, mate. Then he did some exposing of some artists. I haven't watched them. And he's getting really decent views, to be fair. I mean, a lot of these views I consider to be from the Vic Mignogna situation, so to be pulling in these views, I mean, look at that. It's clearly clickbait, obviously, but he's doing okay there. But that's not really what I've been hearing about. The things I've been hearing about a lot, let's start here. I recently joined a Discord group of people who create, like, OCs, and apparently, I don't know if it's this one, but it's actually a black character that he's made white or something and stolen. And he's going after a lot of anime characters and stuff, and it's a bit shady. OC characters, not anime characters. It's a bit shady. Basically, he's stealing people. And where was it? Oh yeah, he's going after Mavi and Kage still, apparently. I don't speak to either of them anymore, so I don't know if they're just ignoring it or what. I'm guessing they are ignoring it because he keeps talking about him. Margin Bra. Where was it? It was... Trying to say live stream, blah blah blah, backstory. Oh, here you go. This really ruffled some feathers. Oh, by the way, everyone is disallowed from using any art of the following characters that are owned under the Perfection, the Natural Selection LLC Inc. There's a bunch of characters that don't belong to him, and everyone is fucking raging. Oh my god. But like, this guy's got the right idea. Lots of people didn't get that you're trolling. Like, he's a troll. He's an asshole, but he's trolling. This is the most blatant troll I've ever seen him do. Like, it's crazy. He's claiming copyright on characters that aren't his. There is no possible way that he is serious. There's no way. But then you feed into it, and then he just keeps doing it, and he gets the attention that he's after. And you have only yourself to blame on that. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the issue. He's taken it down, I believe. Virgo. So basically, for those of you who don't know, and bear in mind, I am not careful. All these stupid pictures. Basically, there was this two people in Discord, and they like each other. They're friends. It's all good. Like, they're mates. It is what it is. The name, I don't really know if I need to go in. Well, I may as well just say the name, right? Fuck it, why not? Crimson Virgo, who's a pretty cool guy, and Charlie, who's now... I'm gonna fuck this up, I'm sorry. I don't know the word, transgender, I think. I'm so sorry. I'll get into why I don't know this kind of stuff in a bit. But now wants to be identified as a boy called Brandon. So Brandon, the boy, and Crimson Virgo. Okay. So they're mates on Discord. And I know that Crimson Virgo used to go after Perfection, like calling him out as shit a lot. So anyway, Perfection now apparently has labelled Virgo a pedo, and from what I've seen and heard, he's doctored a lot of information or taken it out of context to make Crimson Virgo look like a pedophile. Now, this is pretty standard for the fucking Dragon Ball community nowadays. Terrible, but pretty standard. The thing that really sets this apart is that he actually called Crimson Virgo's dad and started talking to him about it, which is... I know, it is what it is, I guess. It depends how convicted you are that it is actually a real issue. But anyway, he continuously shares his Crimson Virgo's real name and his picture, so doxes him on his community tab regularly, and then deletes it shortly after. So he keeps doing it, which I cannot agree with that. I just cannot agree with that. And he's done all these things, like calling his dad and all this shit. And apparently has all this evidence, but he will not take it to the police. And there was some excuse a while ago. Basically, it's just a lot of bullshit. Either do something about it if you're that convinced this guy's a pedophile, or shut the fuck up, basically. I think a lot of people are kind of on the same boat. And again, I don't have anything against Perfection, really, personally. I'm sure if I sat with him and chatted with him, it probably wouldn't be that hostile. But, I don't know, kind of everything I've heard lately, it just sounds like he's kind of twisting things and saying that evidence isn't evidence, and actual evidence isn't evidence, and his evidence, which isn't evidence, is evidence. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Let's address the chat a little bit, because I just waffle now and then. Okay. If you shelter. Okay. Wow, shit, that's a lot. Sorry, guys. You would think all of them would just stop, yeah. Finish this assignment, so go head out. Good luck, Josiah. I don't even consider it drama at this point, it's just funny. It is funny. Well, some of it's funny, but... the main event, I know why he dropped I know why you dropped your name. Oh shit, yeah, tell me that later. Oh yeah, he's been stealing OCs for ages, man. Ages. According to Dragon Ball art community, Kage vanished from the internet. Oh really? Turns out you're right. Beta was the context. Go into an argument over it. Oh shit, I am missing so much. Sports Guru Unlimited. Oh yeah, let's just get rid of that fag. Okay. That's some bullshit. Sorry I said fag, by the way. I don't know why I said that. I'm very fucking wrong. That was very wrong to say. Shouldn't be used that in a slur. Ugh, I'm ashamed. Where someone was debating whether that he is not a bad person. Stroma has sub-drama. I mean, I'm in our Discord if you want to hop in. Sports Gurus PSL. Of course it is. He jumps at a chance for attention. Bruh, what a douche. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we can we'll go into more about all this. We'll elaborate on this. Now, the real thing that really kind of got my attention lately. So I've been at work. I've had today off. Let me find it. The real meat and potatoes, because perfection is perfection. He's never going to change. It's just going to be the same thing over and over again. So that's not really, while it's horrible, like by now, because this has been going on for a while, you know, Brandon and Virgo stay away. Perfection stays away. Keeps posting his community posts. It's the best thing you can do on the internet. This thing was the one that kind of caught my attention lately. Let's see what I can find. Is there a screenshot? And this does really actually relate to what I was just saying, actually. Let me bring it up. There we go. Okay, so my boy Asian, a YouTuber that I personally like. I think he's a cool guy. Never really had any problems, I don't think. So basically, he does a Lagfest stream. Well, it's called Lagfest with Custom Kit Gaming. Another pretty cool guy, actually. And they seem to have perfection on a lot lately. They said in a stream that it's because he's the only one willing to talk, apparently. Which is fair enough. You know, if there's no one else coming on, then he says, you know, and they want to address something, fair play to him. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, apparently there is something wrong with that. So they had Virgo. I mentioned him earlier in the stream. I don't know if this is... It's not Brandon. So they had Virgo on to explain the situation. He was saying, you know, perfection's wrong, blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit. You know, I'm not a pedophile, basically. By the way, I just so happen to believe that he's not a pedophile also. I believe there is an age discrepancy. But I don't know. Maybe I'll elaborate on that later. I don't see it as that harmful unless there is any kind of reason to. Charlie was talking about sucking dick with Virgo. Yeah, it's some stuff's really out of context. Do you like this cock? Do you like it in your ass? Don't stop. Pull my fucking hair till I cream. And then it's stuff like this. This is this is perfection's evidence, which looking at it at face value is very damning against Virgo. But I believe Brandon, comes into the stream later and explains the full context of that conversation, which completely clears it up. So I can't even like friggin' blame perfection on that. If I saw that, I'd be like, yeah, some fucking inappropriate shit happening here. But yeah, then so Virgo came on and he doesn't feel like he was treated fairly, basically, by the Lagfest guys. Let's see. Lagfest is very unfair to me. I spoke to him about it. I'm not going to like divulge the whole conversation, but he said that they let him speak his piece and then they brushed it off immediately and believed Perfection, who later came in the stream. So that was one issue. The big issue with this stream, that is the drama that I am following currently, which I think is over, to be fair, is when Brandon came in the live stream, which I'm really struggling to find. So Brandon, if you remember, I mentioned earlier, is Charlie. Charlie is a girl, now identifies as Brandon, a boy. So the proper pronouns weren't used by Zajan, and Zajan elaborated on that by saying that he doesn't conform to that. Basically, he doesn't, if you're a girl to him, basically. You can call yourself a boy, but to him you're a girl. Which is just his view. So this guy Coffee Bean and his followers, wow, they were pissed, like really fucking pissed. I believe Coffee Bean is a guy that is, I'm so sorry with the terminology. I don't know anyone who's follows that way of life or whatever. I'm butchering myself here. I've got no problem with it. If you want to be called a guy or a girl, whatever, more power to you. I really don't mind. It's not something I'm familiar with, but whatever. So apologies for the misbranding. Yeah, so these Coffee Bean people, they're really fucking pissed off. And I watched the stream in reaction to it, and they are pissed at Custom Kit Gaming for allowing Zajan to be like that when it's not Custom Kit Gaming's opinion, which is ridiculous. And they kind of made a dig at his kids because Custom's a dad, and Zajan, of course, is not well liked by them either because of his views on the actual issue, I guess. Let's see. I'll just oh damn, Breezer. Thanks for blocking these guys. She's got a game of popcorn for this one. Going, watch out for the cops, Grim. Oh damn, even Zan. Huh? I'm laughing myself. Drop this. Make me mod. Maybe. Don't worry about it. Coffee enters the chat. Oh, these people are here too. Nice. What's up, Capo? What's up, Maxa? So anyway, yeah, basically it's a lot of fluff and I'm waffling on, but basically Zajan is one of those guys who doesn't conform to the whole gender neutral, gender fluid, transgender, that kind of stuff. He calls a spade a spade. If you're a guy, if you're born a guy, you're still a guy, you're a guy. If you know, you get what I'm saying. I'm really fucking this up. Let me have a drink quick. So yeah, they're very, very pissed with him about not conforming to their social norms, basically. And I don't know. I don't think Zajan was really... Personally, I don't think Zajan was really abrasive about it. He just dropped his opinion. But that wasn't the full issue. And whether they agree with me or not, that is kind of my stance on it. People are entitled to their opinions. You can't force your decisions onto everyone. I think if... oh, fuck me. All these PlayStation Lab fakes. Let me get rid of him quick. Where are we? Let's just get rid of these little twats. There we go. Much easier. Let me get rid of that so I can just have access to blocking these PlayStation Labs. What's up, Masamune? So yeah, anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. So yeah, Zajan calls a spade. They don't like it. Custom got blamed for it too. But what I was saying was, at the beginning of this live stream addressing the Virgo and Brandon situation, they kind of gave Virgo a chance to speak. I haven't listened to it personally myself yet, but Virgo addressed the issue of him being called a pedophile, which is serious shit. And then obviously addressing the fact that Perfection literally called his dad to tell him that he was having inappropriate conversations with children, which he says he didn't, and I am kind of inclined to believe him. And then after that, later in the stream, so once Virgo and Brandon had their chance to speak, they then had Perfection into the chat, who didn't really provide any evidence, I don't think. I didn't really like... It wasn't anything that that he could concretely say, like, this guy's a pedophile because of this. I don't think, personally. I'll have to rewatch it to know for sure, but I didn't walk away from that thinking Virgo was undisputably a pedophile. So the issue there is that they gave Virgo and Brandon a chance and kind of brushed off what they were saying, the Coffee Beaners feel, and then they had Perfection in, and they kind of like believed everything that Perfection said. I don't think I agree with that personally. They were quite skeptical, and they gave him a kind of hard time. But one thing I will say against Asian and Custom, and I don't think this is really like against them really, but they were very facilitating to Perfection. Perfection kind of had... He felt very comfortable because he's been on there so many times, and like he kind of seemed like he could get away with anything. He could say just about anything and people would eat it up. He felt very confident in that fact, and there wasn't enough grilling on, I feel. I don't think you gave him a hard enough time. I don't think you guys knew all the facts either, but hey, I never expected you to know all the bloody facts. There's a million facts out there about Perfection on Discord every fucking day. I cannot keep up with it myself. So good luck to you if you do. And that's the point, really. People need to be made aware that it's one thing to be chatting shit about a guy on Discord, but when you're actually talking to them, and I'll speak about this from personal experience, I've spoken to Perfection on multiple occasions. And as much as I dislike him, he is a very nice guy to talk to when you actually talk to him. And I have done videos interviewing him, multiple in fact. I've had streams talking to him, I've had private messages chatting to him. And while I don't really like him and the things he does, I think he's like not too bad a guy underneath it all. And that's really weird to say. But anyway, Coffee Beaner's very, very, very upset about the misgender labeling. As someone who is gender fluid, my opinion is I don't really care if someone uses the right pronouns or not. I'm comfortable enough knowing how I feel about myself. Boom, that's what I like to see. And I think a lot of people share your view on that, Capo. The Coffee Beaner guys, my first impression of them is that they were very, very like, I don't know, like, this is going to sound really harsh, but they seemed super depressed. Like, oh my god. Like, they were so fucking unhappy. So unhappy. Like, there was some depressing shit in there. But on the back side of that, they were really nice. They seemed really nice, like, people. They seemed genuinely nice. And that's what counts, really. As long as they're, like, nice guys, like, I can get on board. Like, I can 100% get on board with them. And they seem, a lot of them seem really nice. But they seem quite young and very like stuck up in their ideals, but I would have to have a conversation with them to really know. That's just first impressions. Maybe I need to give Zajan a harder time. I don't really agree with his stance on it, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And if you're going to get that mad that people aren't conforming to yours, then you just have to let it go, guys. You just have to let it go. It's really not... I don't think it's really that bad. But then, hey, I'm not gender fluid, transgender, polyamorous, or whatever. You know, I have no experience in that world. But I don't think that should really matter. It doesn't seem like, until you've walked a mile in my shoes kind of situation. It doesn't, to me, I don't know. I'd love to talk to the Coffee Bean guys. Just kind of explain my view on it, see what happens. I'm definitely not going to deal with little kids anytime soon, especially because I literally beat them all up for all kinds of reasons or excuses. Shit, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, Capo is quite the logical individual. I like Capo. He's a cool dude. What's up, Eternal Wolf Fighter? Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year to you guys, by the way. Welcome to 2021. Let's make it fucking good. Though America's doing a pretty good job at making it pretty fucking eventful. My polyamorous friend, you got me in a mess of trouble again. What? Whoa. Okay, I think it's time soon that I kind of open this up to a group discussion. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm down. My throat is actually hurting quite a bit. I haven't like talked this much consecutively in a while. Ugh. Ba, ba, ba. It's good coffee. So what do I need to do? I need to voice chat with the coffee bean guys. See what's what. No, they probably don't care about my opinion, which is fair enough. I need to hopefully join a lag fest at some point. You do you, homie. Indeed I shall. Oh yeah, it's going great here in America. Yikes. What's up, Hannah? Oh, we've already shown the kitty cat. He didn't want to be seen. Well, he was, but then he immediately started scratching me and ran off. You can watch it back and see him. Oh my god, I need to drink more. Throat's killing me. COVID, no. Sorry guys. Mummy. Mother dearest. Okay. No, you do not get to see the kitty cat. He is sleeping after his trip to the vets today. Let's see. Let's open it up. I'll turn the music off. There we go. Alright. Let's open it up. I'm going to open myself up to so much drama shit now. Okay. Alright, so just so you guys know, anyone in the Discord is welcome to join in the voice discussion. And let's all have a good, sensible time, shall we? Alright. Hey guys.
Hello, Dami.
Hello, how you doing?
Xandiel not talking. Van just ignored me.
What? No, it didn't.
Shut up, nerd.
I can hear him on stream, but not on Discord.
No, he hasn't turned on his mic yet.
What the fuck? Wait.
Yo.
Mike.
Hello? Loser.
What is wrong with my mic then? Let's do that. Hello? What's going on?
We can't hear you.
It's not muted.
Hello, Mentalic.
Oh, wait a minute. I know. Okay. It's because I input.
He said hello on the stream. I'm not sure if he said it here or not.
Device. There we go.
Oh, I can hear him now. There we go.
You know, I had to unbox all my stuff, obviously, so I had to plug the mic back in. It didn't have my mic set up for Discord. There we go.
What, loser?
Fuck you, loser.
Welcome, mate. Like, it's been a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while, guys. Good to be speaking to you again. How are you all doing?
Alright, just playing Warframe.
Warframe. What?
I've got my cat laying in the bed, all cuddled up.
Nice. Let's see. Discord people can't hear you. Oh,
yeah, we can hear you now.
Grand Priest Raider, welcome to the live stream. Happy New Year's to you too. Yeah, I've raised the volume on you guys, so they should be able to hear you loud and clear.
Sure.
Where do we start? Is the question, man.
I was gonna continue where Zan left off with Perfection. I was gonna tell him a few months ago when damn, I can't speak right now. Where Perfection was supposed to go to war with NBA for a second time.
Ugh.
And I I got dragged into the mess, right? Because what was his name? Who was NBA's second in command at the time? That was yeah, Matt the storyteller. He texted me privately over the phone, and he's like, "Yo, the war with NBA and Perfection's about to go down. Do you want in on this? I'm gonna help Perfection take down NBA." And I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm in." And as soon as I joined Perfection's Discord, he's like, "Oh, you gotta verify that you're part of the squad, that you're part of my team, and shit like that." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm on your side. There's no worry. An enemy of an enemy is my friend or whatever, right? I'll deal with you later. But right now, NBA is the bigger threat, so let's take him out, right?" And all of a sudden, Perfection ran to Matt saying, "Yo, I can't trust Set. There's something about him I can't trust. Get him out of the Discord." And he instantly banned me from the Discord, and then everybody who sided with Perfection started hating on me for literally no reason.
Oh, shit. You know, I haven't actually even thought about NBA in ages. I'm just looking at his channel now. It's just like...
He's blowing up now.
Yeah, I mean, it
That's
seems
so
like...
definitive.
Yeah, I don't follow this stuff. I did for a second because there were fake accounts of myself and also you, Dan, and other people. And the fake accounts were popping up in NBA's live streams, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking for a few pages right now. I haven't visited in a while. Like, the Dragon, Vaughn.
I still have people who come into the Clothespins Discord just to ask me about that stuff, and I'm just like, dude, that drama is ancient and dead, and I don't care what he's doing. Like,
Literally. Like, I haven't been involved in these dramas in, like at all. I'm kind of opening myself up to it again right now, but fuck it. Like, it's out there. Like, I'm just going to talk about it. Like,
Clothespins is finally coming back to like where he's going to be streaming regularly and stuff again. We already have to deal with like that all the time, and I'm just like, man, there's no
Drama never leaves. Yeah, drama will follow you around wherever you go.
As far as when the why Perfection brought up your name, because I was going to tell you that.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
Like bad or whatever, like really, in my opinion. But so when Perfection, I'm sure you saw when he joined the Clothespins Discord and like asked to, like he called me out and like asked to talk to me or whatever.
Yeah.
That night, he ended up talking to me. It was about Raikage, because he was asking me if I had seen him or heard of him or whatever, and I told him, well, he's here in the server if you want to talk to him. And then he was telling me about how he had a falling out with him and he can't trust him and all this stuff. And he was talking about I guess there was some guy in Raikage and Perfection, the Geeks Discord, whatever. I don't know which Discord servers these took place in exactly. I can't remember, but apparently some guy that Perfection said was having like erotic role plays and sexual relationships with like underage individuals on Discord.
Yeah, Crimson Virgo.
Virgo, that guy, yeah. So.
Oh, there he is,
said
Crimson
apparently
Virgo.
He said apparently that Raikage was defending Crimson Virgo, and so they had a falling out, and like Mavi betrayed him in this whole big mess.
Well,
Right.
who's not going to betray Perfection? He's a complete idiot.
And I just told them, I was like, I haven't had any like interactions with Raikage really, other than to clear up the beef that we had previously had, which spilled over from Xandiel's server back when everything went down.
Yeah.
I was like, we cleared it up. We have no beef. It was a misunderstanding, you know, on both sides, and you know, we squashed it. I don't got any problems with him. And he was like, well, you know, I had told him because I didn't have any reason to hide it. I told him about, you know, I was curious about the Mavi thing because him and if you remember, Raikage and Mavi had come in here and pinged me and asked me like if I had spoken to Mavi at that one point.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, what's going on? And nobody ever told me. So like, Perfection gave me whatever his version of events was, and then he was like, oh, I just wanted to let you know that Crimson Virgo guy is probably also in this Discord because he goes with Raikage wherever they're at, and you guys probably don't want a bunch of, you know, pedophiles in your server. You know,
Pedophile. Just straight in there.
Stuff. And I told him, I was like, look, I don't have any first-hand knowledge of any of this. Obviously, we wouldn't tolerate, you know, anything of sexual nature in the closed server to begin with. Like usually those get deleted. Sure, people meme a little bit, but we don't have any like erotic roleplay shit or anything like that, right? So
Yeah.
I'm like, if we noticed something like that, we would have already done something about it. And I was like, Raikage hasn't done anything. I have no reason to ban him. I don't have any problems. Like nothing. I haven't seen anything. And he was like, well, I'm just letting you know. And I kept asking him, like, do you want me to go, get Raikage and I can bring him in here to talk to you? So maybe you can, talk to him directly about it. And he was just like, oh, Raikage is beyond help or whatever. And, but that whole situation is why I think you ended up getting brought up by him because when I was telling him about all the stuff that went down in your server.
Right.
And then I was just like, yeah, but all that was ancient history. And I was like, I heard from, J Cloud and them some stuff, but at the same time, I wasn't in a Wolf server. I wasn't in J Cloud server at the time. Like, I have no idea what's true and what's not because I wasn't there. So
how old is this guy, by the way?
Yeah.
The Crimson Virgo dude?
Yeah.
Well, 19.
Because okay, so he's 19?
21 or something.
Oh. Okay, so but then the thing is, these people that he was ERPing with or whatever, right? We have to figure out, like, okay, like, how underage are they?
But the point is, number one, we don't know any of that knowledge firsthand about the erotic role plays even happening. And then number two, like, if he's in the U.S., it boils down to like age of consent laws by state and stuff like that. So I don't fucking know.
Well,
sorry,
carry on.
The only thing Perfection showed about the whole roleplay was all Photoshop. And as far as I know, I don't think Virgo and Charlie, because I do talk to them, they have never really roleplayed or much less talked about this with. So they just people who
that's the other thing too is like, I trust Discord screenshots way less than I trusted them before after, I mean, people literally Photoshop me saying me and Clothespins were hiring hitmen and shit like that. So, people like to edit Discord messages.
But that's my issue with all this shit. It's like there's so much like shit flinging around the Discord space and on community posts. Lack of videos, I've noticed.
Oh yeah, and then on top of that, to go with that point too, it's like I don't know if you guys know, but there's a YouTuber called Call Me Carson.
Oh right? Yeah, let's not go there. I don't want to go there. But yeah, the thing is, like, a lot of this shit gets like fucking flung about and like things get taken out of context and stuff, and in the end it's just like unless anything's happening, I don't really care.
That's why when people send me screenshots or whatever, I ask them to copy the link to like the Discord message directly so I can verify that is the actual message. And if they're like, oh, well, it got deleted, then I'm like,
yeah,
well, that sucks, but I can't really 100% trust what you're showing me then,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now they're starting to use fake profiles.
It's
that happens too.
It's bullshit. It's like, it's so fucking crazy. I mean, if, let's say for argument's sake, Crimson Virgo and Brandon, who for whatever reason doesn't have the self-awareness to know that she's being groomed, this is all a hypothetical. Let's say that was happening and Perfection was right about everything. Fucking call the police, you bellend. Call the police. Yeah, right. This is the same thing. We go over this time and time and time and time again. It was Perfection.
That's what I keep saying too, is like, if somebody has committed a fucking prosecutable crime, go the legal route. And do something. Like, don't sit there and tell everybody on the internet, oh, they did something bad. Like, I mean, you can to make them aware of it, but you also need to be like, oh, yeah, I reported them to the police.
Yeah, but Perfection did that with the whole Monica Rial thing, where he's like, Monica Rial, if you knew that Vic Mignogna did this to all these underage girls, you should have went to the police immediately. Why would you sit on this kind of information? You're evil.
Hypocrite.
Doing the exact same thing.
It's a hypocritical move, and sorry, Master, let me just finish this for. It happened with Perfection. Me and Grim said the same thing. Unless you have proof that you can go to the police with. Stop talking about it.
Yeah, for the NBA
Then it happened
situation,
with then it happened with NBA. People were saying that he like fucked his daughter and that. No
he's a
evidence.
rapist and all that, you know.
Same thing. And now, I mean, although obviously Perfection being a bit of a hypocrite because this happened to him, same thing. It's the same thing. And I'm really sorry, but I just need to address the chat quickly because there's a lot going on there and I don't want this to be like just voice chat. Raikage, I see you. We need to talk. Zan, we need to talk. Everyone is slandering my name. I am aware of that, actually, Raikage, but me and you don't share any servers.
Wait, Raikage's alive?
Apparently so, yeah. I was told earlier in the stream that he disappeared, but Perfection's cronies keep trying to track my new Discord names and coming looking for me.
Well, Raikage, you should hop into this VC, to be honest, and like, speak your piece, because, like, we're not gonna, like, obviously not.
Even though me and Raikage had old beef in the past, I'll let that go, because if Perfection's, like, harassing you and shit, I want to do whatever I can to help you out.
It's 2021, boys. Let's let bygones be bygones.
I was gonna say, I mean, me and Raikage squashed our beef a long time. Like, that's why I said, you know, Perfection came to the Discord, you know, trying to make him look bad, and we just said, hey, man.
I just want to add, like, because, like, you and Grim said the same thing, why doesn't he call the police?
Yeah.
Perfection actually answered that question.
Okay.
There's like the whole stream, and that is, he's not calling the cops on Virgo, and this is his word, because Virgo is black.
What?
Yeah, there's like a whole stream where it was recorded. I think you'll find it on Atheist Gamer stream if you don't want to.
Yeah, Perfection said he's not gonna call out this guy apparently because he's black. So if he were to call the police or whatever, the cops would kill his ass.
What? That's ridiculous.
I mean, you could talk to us separately for sure if you want, but I figured you'd want to hop on stream too, and then you could talk to us separately afterwards. Yeah.
That might be a fake fight.
Right?
That might be the fake Fat Raikage. Everyone's a fucking fake, as far as I'm concerned. Like, unless you're verbally talking to me, you have to consider everyone a fake profile right now because of fucking. I mean, to name a few: PlayStation Lab, fucking that other guy.
Well, see, that's another reason I was hoping you'd hop in VC because we know what Fat Raikage sounds like.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Unless you actually voice chat with me, like, there's no way of knowing that it's a fake. Apparently, there's a fake wolf in the chat, and I'm like, well, which one do I delete?
A fake Grim, there's a fake fucking everybody now.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
But most
of these people that are making fake profiles of us just goes to show that they're like, oh, people that side with people we don't side with. And so they're gonna do whatever they can to like try and copy us to make us look bad.
That is what it is.
The best way to tell a fake of Grim or me or somebody like that is just see if they misspell shit all the time.
Yeah.
If they misspell shit, they say clothespin instead of clothespins, and if they talk about their sexuality and gay sex and stuff a lot,
I'm the real next level.
That's a pretty easy way to go about it. But speaking of that,
one sec, Grim. One sec. Zan, there's 2 Eternal Wolves. That's what I'm saying. I don't know which one to delete, because if I delete one, they're two exactly the same names on the screen.
It's like literally TV show.
Yeah, it's 50-50. I could delete one and it would be like, oh, thanks for
getting... He's the big
Nah.
The only way you can tell for sure is by going on their profile, but you can't get to their YouTube channel directly from the live chat, which sucks, because if you could do that, then you can go and look at the account age and realize, hey, this one's the fake.
Yeah, I don't know why they took that away, honestly.
Yeah, like literally though, Raikage, like if you're being harassed by Perfection and his Goonies, just hop in the voice chat if this is indeed the real you. We need to verify that this is you.
I mean, you can do. You want to chat to us separately, that's fine. I'm not really here to, like, explore the drama. I just want to, like, know about it.
Still, he should join the Discord so he can add us, you know? Like.
Yeah, he wants to send us a friend.
If he doesn't do that, then he's a fake.
This fucking fake bullshit is so annoying. It's like, come on. You surely can find a job during the pandemic. Come on. Eternal Wolf Fighter. Yeah. Sorry, I just noticed one Eternal Wolf Fighter was hidden by my mod. So I guess he took the risk on it. We'll see how that goes. Guys, just to be very clear, I am very much for banning fake profiles and harassment and stuff like that. But if I have to do stuff like 50-50 choices, then I can't really do that with a good conscience. But Rose noticed that the picture is poorly cropped, so good on you, Rose. Carry on, Grim.
That's why I recorded. That's why when on that Von Dragon stream thing, when there was a fake Grim, I just recorded myself typing, like in response to the fake Grim, like LMAO, and I fucking had the video of me typing to prove that I was the real one and the other one was fake.
But anyway, guys, yeah, I don't want to like harp on about perfection. The last thing I want to do is like be involved in his things. I don't want to see my name on like all these posts and that. I'm just commenting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the same thing with me at this point, and like I told Perfection that too. I was like, I don't have any beef with you personally.
No,
I don't have any stake in this situation. If I ever see minors like doing the role play in the fucking Discord, obviously we'll deal with that. If that happens, but I'm not gonna sit there and ban Raikage for no reason.
Yeah.
I want to.
Go ahead. Sorry, David.
Oh, I was just going to say is that while I am not really on Perfection's idea, I'm not really much involved, and I'm not interested in being that much involved. One thing that annoyed me.
I feel like Zan. I would rather just sit back, commentate, try to give a logical position and opinion on a topic rather than be pulled into a mountain of drama.
Well, this whole drama is stupid, so I agree. But like, my thing is that it's not just perfection, and it's not something I'm like hiding. I've told this to Virgo, and I've had like this conversation with Charlie, and it's the fact that it's not just perfection. The other side, they just don't listen. And like, here's the thing: I can't help but feel like this is not. Oh, I want to get this too. It's not the first time perfection called Virgo a pedophile. A few months, like last year around May or somewhere around that time, Perfection has called Virgo a pedophile, made a video on it, and then me and Wolf had this whole conversation. Like we and Wolf did a stream about this, where we got Virgo and Charlie there, and you would think Virgo would not talk to this guy, and Virgo admit that it was not like right of him to do it, but after that, and also Rakage too. They continue to talk to him, and Rakage knows that I had taken issue because I told him.
Beta. I remember reading that actually in the Discord. It's something that I'm going to coin Farron syndrome. No matter how many times you tell them not to talk to someone because it makes it worse, they'll keep doing it.
Do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes the best way to resolve an issue is to completely remove yourself from it. And I think, to be fair, Virgo has done that now, despite appearing on the Lagfest the other day. But it was.
I do appreciate the fake Grim being a fan of Xandiel and paying enough attention to the stream to come in and do exactly what I said they would do.
My issue is.
Yeah, sorry, carry on, Beta.
If Virgo and Charlie, not like Charlie, but like, if Virgo stopped talking to Perfection right after that, because they talked to him around the time Rakage was talking to him again, but if they stopped talking to him, I feel like this could have been avoided. And like same goes for Rakage. Perfection, this is not like the first time he's going after him. It's like third time. The first time he went after him was around Mavi. The second time he did like trying to do a whole exposed world tour. And I've told this to Rakage, I don't understand why he had to talk to him again.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. It's all choices, isn't it? It's choices. Sometimes people just can't help themselves. We're all fucking guilty of that, I guess.
Right.
And
although it does depend. It does depend, right?
Yeah.
Some people.
I have my own issues with the drama, but
yeah, no, go for it, buddy.
Some people are so petty that they're not going to drop something even if you do.
No, they won't drop it until you're completely destroyed.
It depends. It depends. It's situational.
Right.
Like,
carry on.
I've known Perfection for a while, and his whole gimmick is like, I will only stop when you're completely destroyed.
I don't know. I don't think he's that bad. I think he's like he's going to troll you as long as he gets a reaction until he realizes you won't react and then he stops. But sorry to interrupt. I noticed Mentalic wanted to say something there. I want him to have a chance to speak. Go ahead, Mentalic.
Thank you. Like what you just said, just pretty much sums up my whole problem with this situation. Because Perfection is just doing this just to give Virgo to react, and it's working.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Exactly. It's. Yeah. You put it perfectly.
I think there are some things that you can do or say that warrant a reaction. I think being labeled a pedophile is certainly one of those things that I think most people are going to react to.
But Virgo's the
But here's my thing. Perfection was already exposed by another group.
What? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
what?
Already exposed by another group.
Yeah.
And they still keep the drama going. And because Perfection is not shutting up, they still keep the drama going.
Yeah, and here we are perpetuating
I think
it.
at some point it's better to just stop responding after a point, right? I mean, it's, like with the whole PSL situation we were talking about. It's like...
Yeah.
I deigned it, to the point where, I ignored it, stopped responding. It's still going on, clearly.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything until... even after the Kiwi Farms thread was made on me, the Google Docs that they said that they were compiling evidence of my crimes into, which was pretty funny, which I got linked to by several people in here, so thanks for, bringing that to my attention. But, all that stuff, I just laughed off. The Twitter thing I responded to just because, for his sake... I think he's a little too dense to realize that if you, give false information to the police, that itself is a crime.
Yeah, that's why he won't do it.
No, he did. He went and he tweeted the Florida Department of Investigations, which I'm not doxing myself because I don't live in Florida. He thinks I do, but he went as far as to contact actual law enforcement agencies, which is why I felt the need to respond on Twitter for his sake. I was like, hey, you can't just give, false information to police departments. It's not going to end well. You shouldn't do that.
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't do that. But let me just take a break quick. I'm just going to read the chat again because falling behind a bit. Let's see. Sean Nazario, what's up, my friend? Ragnar, aka The Kill, good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Seems like I missed some drama. Yep. Vaping is bad for you. I know. Yeah, we can all pretend stinky perfection does exist. That was my stick. I just ignored perfection, really, until I started talking to him, talking about him now. I saw the whole thing on MockTube, perfection only doing this not to help Charlie, but to blackmail and exploit it. I kind of agree. Fat Ray Kage said perfection made Virgo look like some kind of serial child predator lurking the streets for children. I disagree. He tried to make it look that way. He did a very poor job of it, sadly. He just doesn't have the credibility at the end of the day. He doesn't have the evidence.
If somebody's going to believe something without evidence, then that's kind of on them.
Yeah, it's like a boy that cried wolf thing. He just lied too much, and he hasn't been able to provide sufficient evidence.
Yeah, and when the wolf actually shows up, everyone's going to tell you to shut up.
Exactly.
But see, the way to handle it is, is to just say, go ahead and say what you want. People are going to believe what they want. It's like with when me and Xandiel first hung out. Certain parties came to him saying stuff about me. I didn't try to tell Xan, oh no, you can't talk to them, and because it makes you look fucking guilty, you know what I mean? So I just told Xan, I was like, here's my side of the story, here's my evidence. Go ahead and, hear what they have to say and judge for yourself.
Yeah, and you definitely provided fucking receipts. Sorry, go ahead.
So there are two fat Fakages apparently, and come to the VC, say which one you are, and you can leave. Don't stay on the VC, just verify which one is you.
He hasn't
Like,
even
come to
joined
believe
the.
for a second.
Hasn't even joined the.
Yeah, so it's fake. That person's a fake. I don't trust that's the real one.
I mean, I'm not gonna ban anyone just yet. But let me just finish the chat quick. Sorry about the fake me. How do I know you're not the fake, eh? I'll probably join the voice chat once the stream is over to catch up. Sounds good, hidden level. Ragnar, still fake people going around, of course. Labs and his friends are losers, facts. Still waiting on a fake me, lol. Jesus Christ, I thought we were past that. Good to see you too, Xandiel. Labs is cool, Huey. Oof, Nazario. No go, my friend there. How's everyone doing this lockdown? That is a whole conversation to have later.
Yeah.
Phew, that's a loaded question. But yeah, anyway, I've caught up with the chat. Resume conversation, gentlemen.
But yeah, I was gonna say I've ignored mostly the situation. They did raid the Clothesline podcast on the last stream, and we did address them there, which was funny because the sports group person outed themselves as being Labs anyway because they said Zeno used to be in my server, and we're like, oh well, hi Labs. And then just the whole thing where they're like, "Oh, you harassed a minor," and I'm like, "Well, first of all, I've been ignoring it. Second of all, Labs is 18, so
yeah.
Well,
I don't know how that's."
They try to say he's a minor because he's in high school, but if you're 18 in high school, you're not a minor.
Yeah, it's not my fault he got held back. Like that doesn't make him a minor.
I mean, the problem is, I don't get why this whole he's a minor in high school. If you're a prick on the internet, then we're going to call you a prick back.
That's what I said too. It doesn't matter what your age is. If you do dumb shit online,
we're gonna call you on it.
Fucking point out that you did dumb shit online. It's
Yeah.
like with the Dark Viper AU Apollo Legend situation, where Apollo Legend apparently committed suicide, and Keemstar was like, "Oh, his suicide letter blames Dark Viper and Easyscape, and it's their fault because they criticized him." And Dark Viper's like, "Well, it's sad that he's dead, but
that just changes nothing."
Him doing that doesn't change that he did shitty things, and I called him out for doing shitty things. Trying to lay that at my foot and say I shouldn't have criticized somebody for being a jerk is wrong.
Yeah, I get it. It's like if a 15-year-old comes online and starts calling everyone a paedophile, faking their death, and being racist, then we're not allowed to call them out on it because they're 15. About the
girl in your neck of the woods that people are defending on Twitter right now?
No.
There's a 14-year-old girl who was with this boy, and they were both 14. And
she hired a hitman.
Hold on. She was sending nudes to other people on Snap, and so he was like, "I'm gonna break up with you because you're sending nudes to other people." So she went on Snapchat and was like, "Hey, I've got 154 quid for anybody who wants to stab my boyfriend."
Yeah, anyone who wants to kill their boyfriend.
He got stabbed to death. And people on Twitter are like, "Oh, kids make mistakes. She's only 14."
What? Fuck that. I haven't heard about that. What the fuck? Jesus.
Yeah, she literally hired a hitman to kill her own boyfriend, essentially.
Well, she went on Snap and said to stab him but not kill him. But guess what? When you stab people,
they die.
Kind of die.
Not every time.
And people are like, "Oh, well, 14-year-olds make mistakes. This shouldn't ruin her life." And I'm like, that kid is dead.
Well, I mean, even if the kid didn't die, she still ordered for him to be stabbed, which is still ordering an assault.
Yeah, that's not a healthy tendency to have. The willing.
Yeah, people are saying she's a psychopath. She's gonna grow up to be a murderer. I
mean, fuck. Well, there's a lot to unpack there.
That's the biggest thing for me. Is I'm like, at 14, you at least know enough, regardless of your brain development, to know that murder is bad. I was 14 years old. I might have killed people in Call of Duty, but I wasn't going around 3 guys, one hammering it up. Damn.
Oh fuck! Sorry to interrupt. Beta, are you there? I joined Coffee Bean's server because I wanted to talk to him at some point, and I'm just scrolling through, and fucking Farron's in there, so I might just leave. I fucking hate that guy. He's talking about perfection again.
That loser stole a thing.
Oh, I hate
My
him.
family member died,
Oh,
but
my
I'm still
family.
going to, instead of grieving, I would still be here. And
Oh,
this man is ruining my life.
Okay,
So
but
let
that
me
sounds
just
like somebody we know. Remember the guy who said his sister was kidnapped by the cartel, and then
Oh,
he was
yeah.
like, "But hey, join my Discord server because I have 1,000 subs now."
what?
here's
And,
another
and
thing.
JonTron, yeah.
Yeah.
Carry on, Vader.
I want to get into this too because like there's like one thing like the reason Rakage like stopped talking to everyone was because of Thorin, and like here's the thing with Thorin is that he says he's not dealing with perfection, and but you find out he's still dealing with perfection, and of course like at this point it's expected of him. I've told you this before, Zan. It's that this guy has been stalking perfection for 5 years. 5 years before any we even know who that guy was.
Uh,
And
I don't think I know anybody who thinks positively of Sauron. There was a time and a place where we all believed he could change, and he was, a better man than he is, and then he shat on that expectation.
I al- I also want to because like I'm getting heated when I heard the word Thorin. So another
yeah.
thing I want to preface it is that I would like to feel sympathy for Thorin because like his dog died, and here's the thing:
Sorry.
if you have like a pet, if you have like a pet, and you spend most of your time with, and you get quite attached, and I have two dogs, and if they die, I would be in a horrible state too.
Yeah.
My issue with Thorin is like I would like to feel sympathy for him. My issue with Thorin is simply that he uses his dog as a means to go and do this crusade against perfection, and he says he's trying, and I cannot feel sympathy for this guy. I want
It's
to.
almost like people who will, do anything to justify their actions because
The
they
ends
see
justify the
themselves as
means.
lesser of
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah, it's
He's
bullshit.
doing this against sympathy, and you cannot feel sympathy for him.
Yeah, this guy's trying to be a wannabe Lelouch v Britannia.
Just
Uh,
like how certain people on YouTube will use the excuse of, "Oh, this guy said mean things about me on Discord that dox people." Like, come on, man. You gotta be better than that. You can't say that you fight for justice and then stoop to that level. This is the thing that I have been critical of these people with for the past couple of years. I have remained consistent.
Yeah.
It's what I told Perfection, it's what I told NBA, it's what I told Animes, it's what I told all these guys. It's not that I dislike you, but you cannot stoop to the level and do shitty things because you want to, take down people who are doing shitty things. Like, that doesn't make it okay for you to do shitty things, because then, guess what? After
Yeah.
the other person gets taken down, people are going to take you down next. You can't do that.
I also want to say is like my only stipulation with this is that I've told this to Charlie and Virgo too, and I'm sorry if I'm talking too much here.
no, go ahead.
My thing is that like Charlie, I've told this to Charlie too is that you can go after perfection, but then don't act like you're holier than thou and say you're done with him. Thorin
Yeah.
keeps saying he's done with this guy and still goes after him, and it is expected like he likes this guy too much to let him go. It's like an alcohol for him, and he's
Yeah.
an alcoholic here. But that's what I'm talking about. Is that just say you like him, you want to go after him.
Be
And-
upfront.
Well,
Yeah.
Look, I
Problem-
don't fault people for that necessarily, because I think, like Zan said, it would be hypocritical of us not to say that we've all, at one time or another, stoked the flames a little bit in a situation where we were like, I'm done with this, but then turn around and said, you know what, I think I'll, piss a little more gasoline into the fire, Like, I think everybody's done that to an extent, but I do think there's a point where, after you've done it so much, where you're like, oh, I'm done with this, I'm walking away, and then you go back into it.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice because something caught you off guard, got you emotional, or maybe you just wanted to fan the flames. Maybe once or twice. But if it's a behavioral pattern where you, like in Thorin's case, where you keep saying, oh, I've realized the error of my ways, I'm done doing this stupid shit, and then you turn around and you keep doing it while also painting yourself as the victim, and it happens over and over and over again, as it has for years in his case, I think that's a line you can clearly draw and say, well, listen, you kind of dug your own grave here, and I'm kind of sick of hearing about it.
Yeah.
I don't have any sympathy for you at this point because you just keep doing it.
Yeah.
You basically spelled out all of my issues with Thorin. Besides more, there are more, but this is like one of the biggest ones. But sorry,
which is what happened. That's exactly what happened to get us into drama with PSL in the first place, because he just kept bitching about his life and talking about things, and we kept offering him advice and solutions.
Yeah.
And he would say he was going to go do something, and then he would turn around the next day and bitch for more attention. And it's like, at this point, you're not listening to anybody's advice. You just want attention because you feel that you are somehow being wronged in life. And we're no longer going to give you the attention you're looking for.
Well, for me, it's not just that. I agree with both of you. Like, and this applies to a lot of people, and everyone in general, really. Not everyone, but everyone, you know, has the potential to do this. I agree that when you say, "Oh, I'm not going to do this anymore," after like the 5th or 6th time, you're like, "Okay, yeah, we don't believe you. We don't trust you on that," which is natural. But that guy, Farron, he genuinely wronged me. Like, he did a really shitty thing, like really fucking shitty. That's why I hate him.
Yeah, especially after he told us. I remember the conversation literally the day before he did that shit. I remember him literally apologizing to us and telling us that he was, you know, realized all of his mistakes and he was going down this path. And we literally all talked about, like, I gave a monologue about how mature it was of him to, you know, realize that he was doing. And then the next day. Like, it was like the next fucking day. And, God.
Anyway, enough about Farron. We could, like, fill a stream talking about him. I would absolutely love to fucking have Critical Geek in here and hear all about this boxing match, because that would be fucking hilarious. I would love that.
Go ping Critical in Clothespin server. He should still be in there.
I would love to hear about that.
But no, what I was going to say, though, like, to add on to stuff, but not talk about Farron, but, like, just to say, look, there's also a difference between involving yourself in drama and playing the victim, right? There's a difference between being reactionary and being, like, poor me. For example, I think, Xandiel, you would agree with this. In instances where you and I have engaged in drama with NBA or just anybody on the internet.
Yeah.
When we were doing that, we were fighting fire with fire, and we were saying, all right, we're going to debunk this and point out this, and we're going to, you know, make this calculated move and expose these people for what they are doing. But we never sat there and said, "Oh, poor me, I'm being attacked by NBA." You know, like,
leave us alone.
Yeah, see, we never did that. There's a difference between somebody who is actively engaging in drama and just owning that shit, and then people who are like, "Poor me, leave me alone. I didn't do anything wrong." You know.
I also, like, since we like talking about Geek, I also want to say this.
Yeah.
But before I do, Only White Dragon, you want to speak?
What?
Do you want to say something? I don't mean to interrupt you or anything.
Oh no, I'm playing Warframe. I'm chilling.
Oh, okay. So that's like, I don't want to talk much shit about Critical Geek. I made it clear I do not want to enter that anymore. But I want to get into this thing is that there is this, and like, here's the thing, I also want to preface it by saying it's not just Critical Geek, Wolf and Critical Geek have their problems, full stop.
Yeah.
But there is this like weird discrimination that Critical Geek has for Fenrir the Wolf or most like guys with no following, and I don't want to talk shit about Chosen. I don't like him, but he's not really, I don't have any reason to talk shit about him. But there's like, here's the thing, is that going by Critical Geek's words, I'm not talking shit about Chosen, I also want to say this.
Yeah, okay.
Going by Critical Geek's word is that Critical Geek told me that Chosen brought up his family, and then he showed a screenshot and that where Chosen said, "I'll drop you like your family," which to me, in my opinion, is not really much of an issue. He's like, I don't think Chosen was insulting his family or anything.
No.
But going by Critical Geek's word, and I believe him, and Chosen actually went after his family. I have, like, if Wolf does it, Critical Geek would leave servers, like, even if this is like one guy and you told this to Critical Geek, Wolf doesn't talk for us.
Yeah.
We're cool with him. He leaves our server because of what one person said, but if Chosen says it, that is going by Critical Geek's word, Critical Geek still stays there. And I don't want to say that Critical Geek needs to leave shows like Jake or server. He can still talk to them, but it's this weird discrimination. It's that like convenient logic over here. Is that he's not going to leave the guy's server, but he
Critical
would leave.
Geek does bring certain things on himself, and this is something Xandiel and I have talked to him about before, and I think everybody here, because none of us dislike Critical Geek. Most of us have a fondness for him, and I don't think anybody here wishes him ill intent. I don't think so. And the thing is, right, I told Critical Geek before, and this is not to disparage Jay Cloud or Chosen or anybody like that, right?
Oh yeah, I got no beef with those
Yeah,
guys.
nobody's disparaging him.
But we've told him, look, if you are hanging out with this group of guys that you clearly like, but you keep getting into beef with them because there's something with you guys that just doesn't click with each other, or whatever the case is, or if you keep getting drug into drama and you're not comfortable with it, stop hanging out with these guys. It doesn't mean that they're shitty people. It doesn't mean that they've done anything wrong. It just means that if this is where you draw your moral compass line, right? Like, everybody has different sets of moral values. For me, I don't like the whole rape thing we talked about, all that stuff. For Xan, it's something else. For everybody, it's something else, right?
Yeah.
For Critical Geek, it's when you start talking about real life, right? That's where he draws the line.
Yeah.
And you start talking about families or friends or girlfriends or whatever. Listen, that's his moral code. And I respect him for, sticking to his moral code, and I respect him for having that clear compass for himself to follow. However, this is not a game where he's playing chess and somebody else is also playing chess. This is the internet where he's over there trying to play Chinese checkers, and this dude is over here playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, okay? Not everybody conforms to the same line of ethics that you do, or reasoning, or logic on the internet.
Oh, I've learned that well. I've learned that very well.
While I think we can vaguely all agree for the most part on certain lines that we can draw and say that, like, well, this is common sense that you shouldn't do this because it's against the law, right? Where we can draw lines like that. When it comes to, like, how far is too far in beef, everybody has a different opinion. And you can't expect everybody else to play by the rules that you've set forth.
Yeah.
Because they didn't agree to the game. They didn't agree to play the same game you're playing.
Well, this is why I've gotten in so much trouble in the past, and even dragged into drama. And I'm sure this stream alone will drag me into drama, but it's happened time and time again. This is a stream called Shooting the Shit where anyone can join the voice chat, and I will literally just give my opinions on it. And those opinions will definitely change for the most part, because no one ever has all the information, it looks like, from everything I've seen.
Shout out to the couple people who have, throughout history, been the aggressors and still joined your stream. Like, it takes a lot of balls, I think. Because I think most of the people, when, like, there's a line that's drawn where they're clearly the ones doing something illegal or wrong, a lot of them just won't join the stream. They'll just say stupid shit in the chat because they know that they're in the wrong, so they won't join the stream. But, like, you get the rare case where somebody who we clearly think is in the wrong still ends up getting in the stream, and that's great.
Yeah.
I appreciate their
Go ahead, Beta.
So I want to again emphasize this. No one, like, we're not saying Chosen or J Cloud or anyone is a piece of shit. It's just that Critical Geek clearly doesn't get along with them. And my thing is, he will give Chosen and these people a lot of passes that he's never going to give Wolf. And I don't want to mean to say that Wolf doesn't give Critical Geek a break too. But Wolf, if he hates you, he's never going to think you would ever do right. But Critical Geek would stay around these people that did the same act that he would leave servers for if Wolf says it. And there's like this whole discrimination against him.
It's classic. Textbook example. I got on with Geek. I had a huge falling out with him. He doesn't really trust me. I don't really trust him for the most part.
Oh, I hate him.
And yet, when Animes released that video, handing out his real name, it was while I was asleep, because obviously time difference. I woke up, I had 3 missed calls on Discord from Geek, and I think I learned from you, Beta, because I said, that's weird, Geek called me, and he said he called you, and he was just raging about how we need to, like, report and ban the video and go against animes and stuff.
Oh yeah, he reached out to me about that too.
Yeah, a lot of people. Like he will cling to certain people, which isn't bad, but he definitely discriminates against Wolf. I get what you're saying. He just will not see the good side of Wolf at all. But then Wolf won't either.
Which I will say, with what animes did, that's my entire issue that I personally have with animes, is the fact that he does this awful stuff and justifies it with, well, this person talked about me, or I don't like what this person is doing. And for me, it's worse to me that he doesn't own what he's doing. If he was just like, yeah, guess what? I don't care that I'm doing wrong things. I don't care that I'm doing this. I'm doing it because this is what I feel like doing. Right? For me, it would be less.
I have respect
for me, it would be
people
less.
who I have respect for people who don't like what somebody's doing, and so they do better than them.
See, that's how I feel too. But at least if you're gonna do bad shit, own it. Don't try to hide behind the veil of, well, this person wronged me in some way that I have defined, so that justifies me to do anything, and you can't criticize me for it. Like, don't hide behind that wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. That's a bitch move to me.
What, the anime's video, or?
Yeah, what anime's did. Yeah, the anime did. That was a bitch move.
Yeah, I can't say I agree with any kind of doxing at all. There's no good reason. I mean, off the top of my head, anime's sharing his name, like whether it was because it's not good. It's just there's no internet beef that really warrants that. And obviously the other one is Perfection sharing Virgo's picture and his name and his dad's name, I think, and stuff, and like calling.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with PSL and Lord Popo, him doing that to Lord Popo. It's like, nothing ever justifies that shit.
I mean, with Popo and PSL, the only thing I will say is that PSL had the savvy to actually go out there and find Popo's, what was it, TikTok account or something. Like, that's not as bad.
I understand. I agree with that. But
I don't think
the worst thing, the thing that like bothers me more about that isn't so much as like the Popo, like him finding the social media accounts, as much as it is that he was telling people to attack other social media accounts which aren't related to Popo just because Popo was following them. They said that, oh, this must be Popo's family, so let's go after them.
Oh, that's shitty.
Innocent people on the internet.
The thing is,
that's the kind of shit. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole like, oh, the ends justify the means. No, the fuck they.
There's always this veil of like, as long as you've got if you've got a social media account that somebody's dug up, the excuse will always be that it was put up. You put it up. Like, so therefore it is there, so it's free game. And I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way. I get what they're saying, but it's like, doxing is illegal. Yeah, I mean, handing out personal information that isn't advertised publicly is definitely wrong. Like, giving out an address is wrong. Sharing someone's pictures, wrong. Sharing their real name is wrong. Like, there's no beef I've seen.
You know, I'm not saying you can't dig up somebody's social media. I personally think it's wrong. Other people might disagree, but that's why, even though with this drama with PSL, right, when he came back and tried to proclaim his innocence, he gave out his address, right, and he was like, "If you think I'm really guilty, come kill me yourself," or something very dramatic and anime-esque, right?
A young person response.
I didn't give out that information. I won't do it because. It's funny, like, I'm not even going to say the state that he lives in, even though, like, you know, these fake accounts he creates, he keeps linking them to his home state and stuff. I'm not going to say that stuff because I'm better than that. I'm not going to do that. But I'm not saying that people can't do that if somebody puts information out there. I just personally don't agree with it. My bigger thing is, you know, obviously the attacking innocent people. And then when it comes to other people, doxing when it's not public information.
Yeah, that's...
You know, just shit like that. The ends don't justify the means. I don't care that they called you a big doo-doo head on Discord. I don't care.
I mean, to get off animes for a second, I just want to, like, address the whole Zacian thing. And Coffee Bean. Yeah, Coffee Bean. I really want to talk to this Coffee Bean guy. I kind of want to, like, just have a chat and see what comes of it. I don't even know what I would really say, to be honest, but I watched the stream and... I watched both streams, or most of Zasians, to be fair. And I felt the urge to talk to that guy. I don't know, not maliciously. And I hope no one has listened back to this and thought we were like slagging him off. It's just opinions, and like whether you agree or not, it's not meant for beef.
Capo's gender fluid. Bring Capo with you.
Yeah.
I want to like stop you right here, and like I don't want to like interrupt you or anything. Like Coffee Bean prefers to be called her or she.
Oh,
that's what
right.
I'm hearing is that.
Right, yes, sorry. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I don't know anyone in real life that is transgender or anything like that. I have no experience with it. I do not on the regular have any kind of, or at all have any interaction with people that want me to use the correct pronouns and stuff. And it's very hard for me on the internet, not knowing a person very well, knowing whether or not to call them a he or a she or they or their.
Yeah.
It's awkward, and I think that's probably fine. That's probably fine with them. I don't think they have any issue with that. I think the issue was Zasian.
A courtesy.
Well, Zasian said that he will not call this boy a girl because they want to be called that.
Right.
He said that, you know, this guy has XX chromosomes. It's explained by it's science, you know. So I think that's the big problem they have. So I don't think they'd be bothered by me, an uneducated guy, not knowing it and not being malicious. But sorry, Mentalic.
Well, look, I think it's personally just a matter of personal preference. I think that it is the courteous thing to respect somebody's pronouns, but I don't think that anybody owes you that respect, especially if they don't know you. I don't think that they have to abide by like your worldview, and I think that it can be a shitty thing if somebody's going out of their way to intentionally fucking piss you off or, you know, hurt your feelings by intentionally using the wrong pronouns. But at the end of the day, that's subjective.
Yeah.
And I think that.
Sorry, I went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, it's a choice. It's not a choice.
Like I told Capo.
It's like
I told Capo, I'll use, like, if I respect or care about somebody enough, I will usually try to go out of my way to use the pronouns they prefer. But in general, if I just walk into somebody at the store and they're like this 50-year-old bearded dude, and like I'm like trying to get by and I'm like, "Excuse me, sir," and they get offended, then at that point when they start yelling at me, I'm never gonna respect that person's pronouns.
Well, I mean, my viewpoint on it is, somebody else calling you what you want them to call you is not going to give you true happiness. You being happy with who you are is going to give you true happiness. That's perfect. I really respect that, Popo, fucking Capo, sorry. I'm mislabeling you again, see.
That's the words only have power if you give them power shit, like.
Everyone's opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. It's just like, you know, what works for some people might not work for others, and you got to respect it. But that's why I kind of want to talk to them. I want to understand like what their big beef was and see how, if they are justified or if they're very just young and caught up in their ways and think the world owes them something. I don't know. I'm just curious because. And I wouldn't normally be, but I, like, as opposed to some people in the stream at the moment, I really like Zasian. I really like Custom Kit Gaming. They seem like two dudes that come to the stream with good intentions, and I really like that about them. And when I heard that this was all happening, I kind of thought, whoa, okay, what's going on? And I found out it was about this, and I'm kind of like, oh, you know, I don't know.
Capo, I think Capo's a good example. He's a really good sport about stuff. Literally, Jarrell used to make fun of him by saying stuff like, "Oh, look, it's the guy who can't decide whether he's a man or a woman or whatever. Which are you today?" Stuff like that. And, you know, he tends to laugh that kind of stuff off. They tend to, you know, whatever.
I'll be fair to Xavier, and then I'll tell you where I don't agree with Xavier.
Okay.
So if Zazian didn't want to call Charlie, like it doesn't want to refer to Charlie in like masculine terms, I could be wording it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It I understand. Like I didn't like I refer to Charlie as her or she too, and I never faced any problems.
Yeah.
And I didn't think Charlie want to be referred to like Charlie want to be referred as him. Um, but like the difference is that like if Charlie says that he wants to like referred to as a he or him, I would have no problem with it. Like it's going to take some getting used to because I've been referring to Charlie as a she or her for
Yeah,
some months,
same.
but it's not a problem for me.
No.
And like this is like the whole thing lies is that Vavian, if it's not going to kill you if you like if the guy is not happy with you like not using the proper pronoun, just use it for the sake of satisfying him.
But
In the sense that so there wouldn't be any issues. Or something.
if I could
it won't kill you.
if I could inject, I agree with you 100%. But to my knowledge, Charlie, who is now preferred to be called Brandon, I don't think he had an issue with it. As far as I could tell, it was mostly the coffee bean crew. They really had an issue with it. I didn't see Brandon having much of an issue with it. I think I heard her say that she did, but I think it was kind of like riding on the coattails of their outrage. And by the way, I don't agree with Zacian's stance on the matter. If somebody wants to be called a guy and they were born a girl, more power to you. It really doesn't affect me. It doesn't cost me anything to respect your choice. It doesn't matter.
I have a bit of an opposing viewpoint.
We'll get to that in just a
entirely
second.
opposing.
But yeah, I do not agree with Zacian's stance. I see what he's saying, and I perfectly respect his right to think that way. It's not... I don't think it's meant, and the way I listened to it, I didn't hear it as like being mega abrasive and slanderous. I think it's been blown out of proportion a lot, because yeah, again, I don't think Zacian said it aggressively or anything. He's just, that's his view and you didn't like it, and that's your prerogative. But yeah, I don't agree with what Zacian said, though I don't think that makes him a bad person. You go ahead, Grim.
So I think with me, like I was saying before, is I think it just, for me, I think it's more of a courtesy thing, and it comes down to like perspective. Because while I agree that it is the courteous thing to do to use somebody's preferred pronoun, again, it's kind of one of those things where I think it depends on the situation, and some random person on the internet is not, doesn't command the, respect or whatever from somebody upon like first meeting them or something. I think, but I don't. Now again, I don't think that applies in this specific context. But I think it's a slippery slope to come at it from the point of view where it's like, oh, well, the least you could do is speak the way this person wants you to, because, how much of a burden is it really for you to speak in their preferred way, which is kind of what Bader said, but I just think that that's kind of a poor way to put it, because under that logic, that's where we get people who are like, oh, well, I'm offended by the word bitch, so you shouldn't say the word bitch around me, and we can say, okay, fair. What happens when you get a nut job who's like, Xandiel, you can't call your cat Toby, because Toby is a person's name, and your cat is an animal. And so around me, you can't call your cat Toby. Like, would you still respect that viewpoint?
I would not.
Shut up, you crazy nut.
I see your point, but just to like clarify this, did Charlie tell Xavier to refer to him as him, or it was just coffee bean blowing it out of proportion?
I actually need to listen back to that tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that too.
What?
Like, okay, I watched the original Lagfish stream quite a few times because I wanted to be sure I wasn't mishearing something.
Right.
But I do not remember. But when Charlie came on, it was after Zacian had said that transphobic thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll listen to it tomorrow and kind of get a full story. I just want to read the chat quickly. Grand Priest Raider said, I don't have a problem with people having sex changes. I think that's the best option. If you like sucking D, then it is what it is. Fair. Zajan's stance on the matter is subjective, considering that no human being is obligated to be respectful, but overall, the situation is a sensitive topic and not everyone can take things the same. I agree. It is a sensitive subject to some and not to others, and you should respect how they feel about it. I agree.
I was gonna say this though.
Yeah.
I'm not like I'm not as mad. I'm not as upset about like what person said. Like, but it was like the kid, the kid is 14. Like the kid's 14.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And to say, well, I'm not going to refer to you as such because you are like it says something like if there's nothing between your leg, I'm not going to refer to you as such, which to me came up as creepy. But to also I want to
Oh, I think we're losing you, Beta.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was saying
Oh,
is
there's some
that
background
to me, Zazian came out like he's made some very dumb points, which gave me a headache. But I'm not going to act like Coffee Bean was was in the right here. Like this guy was overreacting, as you said. It was blowing things out of promotion.
Yeah.
There's like the whole Twitter thread he made where he said I'm regret like involving other people into this, and then gets mad at other Dragon Ball YouTubers for not getting into perfection, and that is like, come on, like how dare they mind their own business
Yeah.
and not get into drama? Like Jesus Christ, stop.
It's a lot to unpack, this whole thing. I want to preface this by saying I don't dislike Coffee Bean. I was listening to his live stream, sat here at work yesterday, and the guy was so fucking mad about it. So, you know, we're all triggered by different things, and this was apparently his. Having no experience with it, I can't say don't be mad at that, you know. But I know, knowing what I know about Zajan, I don't think he meant it maliciously. But I tell you what, guy, I know. I kind of want to talk to Coffee Bean. I like Coffee Bean from what I've seen. I like his Discord, except foreign. I don't hate Perfection. I just think some of the shit he's done lately is a bit trolly, which is textbook him. Geek, stop trying to fucking fight everyone. It's retarded. Yeah, sorry. I think I kind of need to end the live stream at that. This has been a lot. And I think that this is probably going to invite a lot of negative comments from people maybe. But I want to just say, like, anyone wants to talk to me, go for it. If you don't, that's fine. But let's just talk about
By
it.
the way, Zan, you're
Yeah.
going to jail.
Why?
PlayStation Lab said so. You're going to jail. Popo's going to jail.
What?
Oh, yeah,
I think-
I forgot about that.
Yeah, everyone's going to
Yeah,
jail.
he said that in your stream chat. It got deleted, but he said, Zan, you're going down too. You're going to jail and all this stuff.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, what a stupid kid, honestly.
I do want to say before you end, just so people don't attack me, look, I'm saying this. If I encountered this person, I would use their preferred pronouns. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Same.
I'm just saying I also do support other people's rights to not use those pronouns, even if it's considered dickish or socially wrong
It's a
for
matter of
them
perspective,
to do
Yeah.
that. I still support their freedom of speech, and so I support the right to do that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying, like, that's how I feel. But I would personally use their pronouns, their preferred pronouns.
Exactly the same from me. Everyone's got their own, you know, the rights to view things differently. I don't think it's that, if it's not meant aggressively, you know, it's like saying if someone was homosexual and someone didn't accept it, but they were really aggressive about it and they were very, like, slanderous and talking down to the person because they are gay. That's not cool at all. If somebody wants to be transgender or be referred to as a guy or a girl, and somebody takes massive issue with that and is aggressive and, you know, demeaning about it, that's not cool. But yeah, I'm with Grim. I don't have a problem with people wanting to be called he or she. It doesn't matter to me. If they don't want to be called anything, I really don't mind. It's not a problem. But yeah, I'm with Grim. I do respect people's rights to not adhere to that social norm, if that makes sense.
One thing I go, but one of the rules I go by is respect is given. No. Respect is earned, not given.
Yeah, I get that. It's a dangerous thing. Whenever you make that kind of change, you can't expect the world to go along with it. People should, in my opinion, I think people should, you know, respect everybody's rights, but the world's just not that way. And as long as it isn't malicious, then I don't think it should bother you that much. But that's just me, you know, it's different for each person. If you want to get really upset about it, that's your right. I get it. It is what it is, you know. You can get angry, you can get upset. That's perfectly fine too. There's no wrong answer to this, as long as you're not being a dick, as long as you're not aggressive and demeaning. So, there you go.
Yeah, I think you should be aggressive and demeaning on both sides of it. Like, obviously, if somebody accidentally says the wrong pronoun and they're really trying, then and you get mad at them, then you're kind of a dick too.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I don't like no demeaning Critical Geek here. Critical Geek taught me a good lesson. If words don't cut it, face cam.
Sorry, just
The
choking.
solution to all of your problems is become the next Jake Paul and box everybody who has a separate
Put your
opinion.
problems away. Yeah. Put your problems.
Just box. Fuck it. On that note, now that I'm choking, I'm going to end the live stream. First live stream of 2021, boys. Woo! Alright, I'm going to leave the voice chat and round the live stream off. Thank you, guys. I'll speak to you all later, okay?
Yeah, take it easy.
See you later. So, guys, apart from that choking fit then, yeah, very good to be back, guys. I'll try and live stream more often, maybe once a week, twice a week. We'll see how it goes. I'm glad that everything's set up now. Obviously, moving is a bit of a pain. Everything seems to be working, which is cool. Please leave a like on the live stream. I appreciate it. If anyone's had any negative reactions to this live stream, I apologize. I'd love to discuss why that happened. If anyone agrees, then cool. Yeah. Thanks very much, guys. Take care. And remember, whenever I do a shooting the shit live stream, anyone is welcome to come into the voice chat and discuss it casually without aggression. Alright? See you later, guys. See you, Zan. Great live stream. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Rose. Good to see you all. Take care, alright? Bye. Xandiel Potch.